Welcome, I guess, guys. I knocked you over. How am I doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Hi, Bean. Or Minnie, not Bean. Bruce, you be nice. All the cats are slowly migrating to my room. Bruce is being mean again. Sorry. Oh, that's so sweet. And I'm glad you're doing well. Come here, Minnie. Come here. Hi, baby. Oh. Come here. Oh. Get you away from the grumpy old man. Hey. Cuddlebug. He's always a cuddlebug. Okay. Sorry, you're hearing the dog. Hey. Hi. Bruce, what are you doing? I don't even know what he's barking at. I really don't. He was just quiet, so I don't know what has gotten into him. Bruce, what are you eating? Bruce. Oh, you're just eating the carpet, okay. Okay, I'll let you go now. I wonder where... Oh, that's my sister's phone. How was my day? It was pretty good. How was your guys'? Sweet kitty. I am sick. I said this in the last live that I was getting sick, but I am fully sick, so I apologize in advance. Dewey, enough! Jesus. I don't know what his problem is right now. Okay, bye, Minnie. What? My eye. I'll wait for a couple more people to pop in. Minster, what are you staring at? Okay. It's been a quiet day until now. Dewey, enough! Jesus. Oh, hello, Moo Moo. Hey, don't start something. Good girl. Hang on, I gotta check on the dog. Okay, I'm back. The dog is still barking. What? Yeah. I apologize for the noise in the background. He's still a puppy, and he's upset because he got in trouble. I don't know what's going on. He was literally just silent. Minster. Welcome, Sofa. How's everyone's day or night been so far? Bruce! Hang on. Bad kitty! Watch the attitude. Bad kitty. You're in trouble. Come on. You can be in here. You're not in trouble. Yet. You always have an attitude. Okay. I am back. Sorry, Bruce got in trouble. What the heck are you doing? What's all the art on the wall? Stuff I drew. I haven't drawn in a couple months. I actually have a few of my characters up there. Oh, I'm sorry. Moo Moo. What? Is there a spider that I'm not aware of that you're hunting right now or something? She's literally just attacking the bed, so I don't know what is with her. Welcome, Minnie. I think we could get started. Is what? What? My brain's not working right now. What? Are the drawings from my imagination? Or I'm confused. is he growling at? He's not even in here. I can hear him. Yeah, some of them are characters from like an actual show. I don't think I have any actual characters that aren't mine on the wall yet. Yeah, I think my dad has the characters that aren't mine. That, or they're just in one of my many folders that I have no idea where they are. But yeah, a lot of my characters are on this wall or right there. Anyway. I love when cats loaf. It's the cutest thing ever. Anyway, I think we can get started. I have to adjust my pillow. Hang on. Sophie, what are you doing? Will you be able to feel better tomorrow night? I've been drinking a lot of tea, and that's the only reason that I'm not as bad as my sister right now. I did bring her some tea, but she hasn't really been drinking it. But I also took a very, very hot shower, and hot showers in my case help a lot. So hopefully I'll be better in a couple days. Oh, thank you. Oh, I didn't even know you could see her. For those of you that I've mentioned her in some of my other videos, but those of you who have been wondering what Vi looks like, she's right here. I also have her up there. And then here's another character from her story. And another character from her story. Anyway. Sorry, it popped. You can't fit under there. Exactly. Weirdo. Anyway. The day of the masquerade ball at the palace dawned cool and clear. Tiki was a bundle of nerves from the minute she woke up. The idea of pretending to belong to a crowd... What? The idea of pretending to belong to a crowd who hobbled with the royals was almost beyond her imagination. Pure desperation was the only excuse she could think of for how she came up with such a crazy idea. Minnie. Minnie! You're gonna knock the lamp over. Enough! Enough of that. Come here. Okay, we have a guest joining us on the bed. Sorry. You're banned from that, sir. Jesus. Ow. She pushed her way out of the room and wandered down the bustling hallways of the railway station, trying to calm the fear bubbling in her stomach. Saturdays were always the busiest of the week at Charing Cross, and today was no exception. The crowds were thick, and the people seemed... What? Okay, the spelling of this threw me off for a second. Little grammar error, but that's okay. Seemed hurried, rushing this way and that, trying to avoid the overloaded trolleys that weaved through the throng. What? I don't know what that means in this instance, so I apologize. Tiki sank onto a bench outside Mr. Potts's bookstore, mentally reviewing her plan one more time. What's the scowl for? Not enough people to pickpocket for you? Okay, hang on. What? Did I miss something? Oh, great. Cats are gonna get zoomy soon. Riker slid onto the bench to Tiki, his long legs stretched out, his shoulders brushing against hers. She flushed at the unexpected contact, and a wave of nervousness washed over her. Damn Riker anyway. Why did he always make her feel like this? I have an idea why. Hello, Riker. She made sure her voice stayed even. He rested his elbows on his knees and crooked his neck to look at her. How's your little girl? Not for the first time, she noticed how straight his nose was, somehow fitting the contours of his face perfectly. A light stubble was evident along his jaw when his hair fell back. Tiki could see another scar just behind his ear. The mark was a jagged shape, bleached white with time. It looked as though it had been quite painful once. She fought the urge to reach out and trace the scar, as though to wipe away the hurt that wound must have caused. Hang on, I need to sneeze. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Instead, she threaded her fingers together in her lap. She's at the hospital, Tiki said quietly. I couldn't help her. To her surprise, Riker reached over and slid his big hand over hers. You did the right thing, Tiki. They have the means to take care of her there. He's getting into stuff again. Why does my phone keep doing that? Oh my god. Sorry, sometimes my phone makes it look like I have a new comment, but it's really just someone texting me. The purple shadows that had colored the skin under his eyes previously were gone today. He looked... Excuse you. Excuse you. Hi, welcome in. Anyway, where was I? He looked well rested and healthy, his smoky eyes calm. Sorry, she's attacking my fishnets. smoky eyes calm and reassuring. She wanted to believe him. But what if I can't bring her home again? Tiki bit hard on her bottom lip, hoping Riker hadn't heard the telltale waver in her voice. What the hell? Oh, he's aggressively making biscuits. Okay. I've never seen a cat make biscuits that way. That is strange. Fuck. If I know you, Tiki, you'll find a way. Riker gave her a half smile. The timbre of his voice was mesmerizing and seemed to pull her toward him. His brow dipped in a... What? His brow dipped in a quizzical frown. I may not have mentioned this before, but you have the most beautiful green eyes I've ever seen. They're just like green hills of Ireland. A voice interrupted them. Yeah. It's what old Potts says all the time. Of course it's that person. Tuts came to a stop in front of them. What are you doing out here, Teak? Gio's been looking for you. Tiki pushed off the bench and got to her feet before Riker could see the blush that warmed her cheeks. They found a bag. I don't know where. I don't know how. But they have found a bag. So, that's just gonna be in the background now. Almost done. No, there's 24 chapters in this thing. I got one on a bag, I got one attack in a bed, and one just watching this chaos. Okay. Well... Yeah, they're pretty short, though. Wait. I haven't actually counted how many. Yeah, they're pretty short. Compared to, Divergent chapters. Speaking of, we're going off track a little bit. I will recommend the books of Divergent over the movies. But you will be very disappointed by how the books end, unfortunately. Yeah. Still good, though. How many pages? I have no idea, actually. Let's check that. Oh. I was wrong, not 24 chapters. There's 40 chapters. Okay, let's see. There's 343 pages. And we are currently on page 121. Yes, but I won't say why. There's a bad ending. Amazing storyline. Terrible ending. Kind of like Game of Thrones. I haven't actually seen the ending of Game of Thrones, but according to my dad, it's bad. Excuse you. Oh, and in Divergent, if you read the books, you will notice that they changed a lot and cut out a lot. Would you stop it? Jesus. I love these cats, but oh my god. Hey. You will not fit under there. Stop trying to fit in spaces you'll get stuck in. I know cats are liquid, but they're not that liquid. Stop it. Ow. Anyway, back to the story. And he's barking again. She wondered if he was silently laughing at her. No doubt his compliments were simply a ploy to try and talk her out of the ring. Excuse you. That is enough. Why? Oh my god, I am so sorry. Yeah, but no at the same time. Like, it's the same storyline, they just cut out a lot of major parts from the book. Excuse you. Hey. Enough. Watch the attitude. Stop it. Sorry. Oh my god. Dude. Enough. That is enough. Are you done? Jesus. Sorry, back to the story. Excuse you. Stop it. Well, after tonight, there was no chance of that. Riker stood too, towering over two of them. Have you thought any more about our conversation, Tiki? Riker moved closer, his hand brushing the back of her arm. His words were soft. I need your help. Would you? Stop it! Jesus! What the cat, dude? Yeah, they always have an attitude when they get in trouble. Especially Moo Moo, which is actually being a good girl right now. The others are not. Minnie's getting into shit. Sofa's attacking Minnie, so I did have to kick Bruce out because he was starting shit before anyone even went near him, so he's just a grumpy old man. Tiki jerked her arm back and stepped away. I'm sorry, she was surprised to find that she meant it. But I can't help you, Riker. I don't have what you're looking for. She felt a twinge at the lie, but she reminded herself that it would be the truth soon enough. I'll be right back. I need to sneeze again. Okay, I'm back. You woke up with just violence today. I mean, his sister chose violence. He's one of the biggest cuddle bugs in the house. Well, Benny's pouting right now. Pouting right at the door, too. Also, for anyone who just got in here, I am sorry if you hear barking in the background. Dewey is in trouble right now. So... Why are you still being a menace? You are a menace to society. He literally is. Yeah. The only one that will physically fight back and not pout is Mumu. If she gets in trouble, she will bap at you and she will hold a grudge for days. But right now, she's being good. She has not liked me today because for some reason the cats don't like the fishnets. So, why? Hang on, there's a cat at my door. Oh, hi, Bean. Bean, please. Okay. Well, the door is open now because there was a cat at the door. So now they can walk in and out as they please. Anyway, back to the story. Did you get it? Tits asked in a hushed voice. The sun had just set as they gathered in their little room in Charing Cross. Everyone's eyes were locked on Tiki. Yes, she dug into the deep pockets of her trousers and pulled out a wad of dirty fabric. She just realized she's in here alone. I agree with that. I love fishnets. I've always wanted to wear them, but when I lived with my mom, she said no. I don't know why, but then again, she threw away one of my very oversized short shirts that I absolutely loved, saying it was too tight when it was literally a fucking sweater that was bigger than me. She's a whole thing, but whatever. I've got it right here. She balanced the bundle on the palm of her outstretched hand and peeled the folds back. Gasps. Hi, welcome in. Oh, well, thank you. These are actually one of my favorite ones because they're a lot smoother than my other ones. And actually look more like nets. I had ones with gems, but I gave those to my sister because I don't wear. Well, I shouldn't say that because I do wear pink sometimes, but I don't wear pink fishnets. Dewey's fucking loud again. Gasps of awe filled the room as the queen's ring was revealed. Tiki held up the ring so the others could see the blood-red stone wrapped in gold. The flames flickered deep within the gem, as brightly as ever, infusing her hand with a strange kind of warmth. Oh, it's so beautiful, Fiona cried. Can I hold it? Don't drop it, Toots said. Are you daft? I'm not going to drop it, you shush. We can all take turns, Tiki said. Then I'm going to put it away until I leave. They didn't know about the truce, so she didn't tell them. That she was afraid the fairies might know it was in her possession and come after her, damn Riker anyway. Sometimes she wished she didn't know the truth. I was gonna say I'm gonna go out there and check on it, but he just went silent, so maybe I won't. Is that your mama? You can open the door. You've done it before. Good girl. Anyway. Why is he barking still? I don't know. After they had all the after they had all had time to gaze into the depths of the stone, Tiki took the ring back and wrapped it within the folds of the dirty cloth. She shoved it back in her pocket with a sense of relief. I still don't know where you came up with this mad idea, Teak, Toot said. A wide grin split his face. But I think it's bloody brilliant to sneak into the ball. He thinks he's dying, I swear to God. Oh my God. Are you planning on picking a few gems off those fancy ladies? His eyes were round with wonder. It'd be like being in a shop full of sweets. I still think it sounds too risky, Seamus said in a low voice. He sat before the stove, wilting again, a worried expression on his face. Yeah, he's still a puppy, though. And his mother just went outside with Nacho, so he's kind of jealous right now. He's still in trouble, though. He pissed in the house, so his mom's not happy. Yeah. Yeah. While she's going, Fiona interrupted. Sorry. And she can't go looking like a crossing sweep. So you two better hustle down to the fountain and fill those buckets with what? Buckets we nicked from Mr. Binder. What kind of name? With some water for her to wash. Fiona put her hands on her hips and scowled at Seamus and Toots. I was gonna say I wonder how old she is, but she's a little girl. So, wait. Yeah, no. Their ages are like fusing in my brain right now. I'm sorry. The boy scrambled out the back door to do Fiona's bidding, and Tiki laughed in a giddy sort of way. Strange bubbles filled her stomach, making her feel light and heavy and tipsy all at the same time. It was madness to think she was going to attend a royal ball. What would they do to her if she was caught? But she pushed the thought away. She had to do it. Returning the ring was the only way to get the reward, and she needed the reward to pay for Clara's care. I feel like something is going to happen at this ball. I don't know why. Something bad's gonna happen. Probably. That's normally where these things go. It wasn't long before Seamus and Toots returned with full buckets. The only way the heat of the water was to put the bucket on top of the stove. What? Why write it like that? That is so. Okay. Since the quantity of water would take too long to heat, she and Fiona arranged the 2 buckets of cold water behind the tattered bucket that worked as their privacy screen. Oh my god. Tiki poked her head around the edge. Why don't you 2 go visit Mr. Potts for a bit, and maybe you can round us up something to eat. Seamus's face colored. Oh, come on, Toots. He nudged the younger boy, and they slipped into the station. Do you want to watch too? Tiki looked over at Fiona and motioned to the water. Nah, Fiona grinned at her. She had smudged the dirt along her jaw and over her eye from wiping her brow with the back of her hand. What's the point? She dug into the pocket of her trousers. What the fuck is going on with me right now? I was fine. Now my brain is not braining. Probably. I don't feel tired, but you never know. As I say that, I get the urge to yawn. Ow, fuck, that hurt. Where was I? Oh. But look what I nicked from the hospital when we were there. Balanced on her dirty fingers was a chunk of white soap. Where did you get that? There was a box of them sitting in the cart. Hi, Bean. We walked by. Fiona shrugged. It looks like they had plenty to me. Let's wash your hair first, so it has time to dry. Tiki couldn't hold back a gasp of shock as Fiona slopped the cool water on her head. The other girl scrubbed vigorously, trying to spread the soaps through Tiki's thick dark hair. What was the point? She just walked in and just walked right back out. Not at the moment. I have been thinking of doing lives on Instagram. Welcome, Bruce. Just bust down the door, why don't you? But I think if I do go live on Instagram, it won't be like story times. It'll just be like hangouts. Why are you interested in my nets too? Sir. It's not like I magically grew nets from my skin. What? He disagrees, apparently. Hi. Come here. Are you done being a grumpy old man? Yeah? You done being a grumpy old man? You gotta be nice. Especially to your child. Jesus. You're good. What is your guys' obsession with my nets? It's just nets. You don't have this reaction. What the fuck? I think the cats are taunting him. Well, hello. Welcome. Everybody is coming in here now. Hi, sofa. Did that hurt? He just rubbed up against the wall. Oh, God, I wish. I don't think I'm gonna expose myself. Wait. I did it when I was like a kid, so it doesn't really matter. What the fuck? But I was so obsessed with mermaids as a kid that I actually looked up spells to turn you into one. And I did like a lot of them. None of them worked, but okay, I will be right back. I have to go figure out what is going on with him. I the fuck he wants. I really don't. Welcome, Bruce. Anyway, let's get back to the story. Easy, Fee. I don't want my head to start bleeding. Sit on the floor and lean back, and I'll drip your head in the bucket, Fiona instructed. That's the only way we're going to get all the soap off. By the time they were done, there was more water on the floor than left in the buckets. Tiki was shaking uncontrollably, but her skin was clean, and even her hair smelled fresh. She shivered and rubbed herself dry with the cleanest edge of one of their tattered blankets. Oh, shush! She's being a grumpy old lady. Hi. You be nice to the kitten, and you stay out. There is one cat that I do not allow in here, and that is the cat, but I can't say her name on here because her name is named after something that is not allowed to be said on here. So, how's my night going? It's pretty good. It's loud, but it's pretty good. Okay, where was I? Anxious to move closer to the heat of the box stove, she slipped on a long shirt that doubled as her nightgown. But and pulled a crate over near the warms. Fiona came and stood behind her. Hi, Moomerson. Fingers combing the long strands. A moment later, Tiki squirmed as Fiona tugged at her hair with a small filigree brush. Careful, Fee, Tiki warned. I want to leave some hair on my head. It literally feels like that, though, sometimes. When someone's doing your hair, it feels like they're tearing it out of your head. It's just so tangled. You should brush it more often, Fiona said, unconcerned. Excuse you! Be nice or you can get out. She did nothing to you. Jesus. Especially now that we have a brush. Sit still, I'm almost done. An hour later, Tiki's hair was almost dry, and she was warm and comfortable next to the fire. The boys still hadn't returned. Okay, let's get this dress on, Fiona said, and see where I have to take it in. Tiki's heart was beating like a stick in a tin can, and her fingers were fumbly. No! Your mother does not want you in there, so stop. No. Jesus. You're pretty cool. Thank you. Enough! I almost said her name, but I can't. I keep forgetting I can't say her name on here. No! Her fingers were fumbly, which was a rare state for her. How will you do that? She asked. I've got a bit of thread and a needle. It's all you need. Enough! Your mother does not want you in there, and you don't want to be in there. Especially because Nacho is in there, and you don't like dogs. No. No. Don't talk back. You are. Yeah, I love how talkative they are. They just talk. They respond. They literally talk to you. Even this one. Sofa, you want some cuddles, baby? No, you just want to eat my hand. Okay. She is getting better with cuddling. I was pinned all night between her, Bruce, and Bean. Okay, would you stop? I love how soft-pawed you are, but stop. Oh, those are so cute. I love those names so much. That's adorable. You're adorable too. Don't look at me like that. Excuse you. You cannot eat that. No. No. If her name was Voldemort, I would be able to say it. It's just that she's named after something that you cannot say on social platforms. We did not name her that. We got her. Well, they got her. And she already had a name and she was fully grown, so they couldn't change the name, so. Yeah. Anyway, back to the story. After I sneeze. Hang on. Bless you. Well, thank you. Sorry, I'm sick. Why are you giving me that look? Oh, sweet girl. It's not offensive, it's more so. I think what she's named after might be illegal in some places. I don't know. Cantonese. I love that. You guys are always so fun. It's awesome. Anyway, back to the story. Okay, where was I? Fiona picked up the dress. Lift your arms up. Don't poke me. Tiki's voice was muffled as yards and yards of fabric seemed to swallow her. She wiggled to maneuver the dress over her head, and then the gown settled like a cloud over her shoulders and down her hips. Hey! You be nice! Jesus. Be nice! They are babies! Well, she's quiet now. Bruce? Sorry. Pull this. Who is marching down the hallway? Great. The cast zoomies now. Pull the sleeves down. They're meant to be worn off the shoulder, Fiona said. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm dying. Your cats are something else. They really are. They are. You see Bruce, Moo, Minnie, Bee, and Sofa in my live streams all the time, but you never see Boba because she doesn't really come back here. She's always in the front yard. Not yard, front rooms. Yeah, she was yelling at the kittens. Bruce, you be nice! Jesus. I did. But we are out of green tea, so I don't have it with me right now. We do have more tea, but I have no idea if that tea helps with sickness. I was drinking green tea last time because it helps a lot. Yeah, he's been in a mood recently. He's been not nice to the other cats, especially the kitten that he loves the most, which is Bean. Since they got Bean, he has loved her more than any other cat in the house and treated her like his own. Now he hates her. But then again, in cat years, she is a teenager. So, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go back to the story. Oh my god. Okay. Now stand still and let me get all these buttons. Fuck. I might need to use my inhaler. I'm not wheezing yet, I'm good. She pulled at the back of the dress, bringing the pieces of fabric together. After she finished securing the buttons, Fiona turned Tiki around and gave her an appraising glance. She reached forward and pinched the loose fabric at Tiki's waist. I think just a little bit here on each side. After an hour of measuring and stitching, trying on, and more measuring and stitching, Fiona pronounced her ready to go. That actually works. I did that when I lived with my dad. It works a lot. Bruce is actually not a female. There is Bruce and Minnie, which are the only male cats. And then there is Moo, Boba, that one cat where I can't say her name on here, Sofa, and Bede, which are all female. And then there's the 2 male dogs. Speaking of Moo, off she goes. Very slowly. How? Fuck. Ugh. Hang on, I have water here. That hurt. Yes, I am talking about the green tea with honey, or just green tea in general helps a lot. I have found, at least with me, drinking green tea and taking hot showers helps you a lot. And when I was sick with whatever the fuck I had when I was sick last time, I discussed this in the last live, but I couldn't get up for a while. If you're sick like that, drink a shit ton of broth and green tea and hot showers. Yeah, we don't have cough medicine, unfortunately. We have stuff for a sore throat, but yeah. They really do. I like how everyone's just talking about being sick now. Anyway. Excuse you, ma'am. Okay, apparently she's a race car. What are you meowing about? You put yourself on the outside of that door. Okay. Now for the finishing touches on your hair. I want to get up and get more tea, but I don't know if we have like sleep time tea, and I don't want to fall asleep halfway through this. But Fiona pulled Tiki's long dark tresses away from her face, then secured them at the top of her head. Sorry. I know just the style for a ball. Tiki debated asking Fiona how she knew such things, but decided to let her have her fun. Fiona hummed as she worked something that sounded like a waltz. What? Fun fact, my brother actually taught me how to waltz. We were bored, very, very bored one day, and we were forced to go to church, so we kind of had to learn. I'm getting sidetracked again. She twisted the braids. She twisted and braided Tiki's hair to gather at the back of her head, let the thick strands cascade down the back, and soft ringlets. Fuck. Tiki wondered if the whole mess wouldn't collapse from the weight of the pins. Okay, turn around, Teak. Fiona stood back with her hands on her hips. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I can breathe now. Anyway. Ow. Tiki turned and the dress swung out with a graceful whoosh, then settled down around her ankles. Be nice. Just because I said be nice does not mean you get to bite my jeans. Jesus. Fiona's jaw went slack, and she stood speechless for a moment. Cora, Tiki, you look like a bloody princess, she whispered, then clapped her hands together in delight. Wait till the boys see you. Just then, the panel from the back door swung to the side. Can we come in? Seamus called. Excuse you. Get down. Bean. Sorry, cats are being cats. Okay. Yes, come see, Fiona replied, shaking to the blanket across the rope in front of Tiki to hide her while Seamus and Toots entered the room. I don't want to say this, because I'm gonna feel stupid saying it. Oh my god, I hate saying things like this out loud. I'm not gonna say it. No. But basically, it's like when you're exaggerating an announcement, kind of thing. Fiona saying sounding as though she were announcing the arrival of royalty. Oh, stop it, Fee. Tiki brushed the blanket aside. This is business tonight. A stunned silence fell over the room. Unsure of their reaction, Tiki looked down, nervous at the amount of creamy skin that was revealed. Her sleeves, worn off the shoulders, were slim to just above her wrists, where they framed out in a spill of lace. The neckline dipped down in a V, revealing the tops of her. I can't say that. Revealing the tops of her chest. Fiona had taken in the side. Excuse you! We are not doing that. Let go. Sorry. Oh, thank you. Yes, please be respectful. That is one of my channel rules for just basically comments on like videos or live streams, is be respectful. And eventually I get comments that are not respectful. It's like they just don't care. It's fine, whatever. Okay, I want to see how many. Oh, we're actually almost done. Okay, we're. Hi, Minster. Okay, where was I? Excuse you! What do you think you are doing? Yeah, exactly. You are not coming back in here unless you are going to be nice. Come on, Bean. You can go in, baby. You're allowed in. Good girl. Okay, I'm back. What did I say? Are you gonna be nice? Because if you're not, you can turn that fluff butt right around. Jesus. I swear having animals is like having children. I don't think I want children now. Especially having like a German Shepherd or like a Husky. Oh my god. What are you sniffing? Oh my god. Anyway, back to the story. Sorry. What? The cats have the zoomies. Okay. I just realized. Dewey, shut up. Where was I? You be nice! Oh, fuck. What the fuck was that? I don't know what's happened to my eye, but it hurt. Tiki put her hands on her hips and looked from Seamus to Toots. What's wrong with you two? God bless the queen, Seamus uttered. Fiona, what have you done to Tiki? You look like a princess. Toots whispered. That's what I said, Fiona laughed. Ain't she grand and beautiful? Stop it right now, I'm nervous enough as it is, Tiki said, but she was secretly pleased that they liked the way she looked. She couldn't help but wonder what Riker would think if he could see her dressed like this. Well, if that didn't just give away everything. What are you doing, sir? The old man's being an old man. Anyway. Night had fallen as they finished the last. Tiki was almost afraid to move for fear she would damage the dress and knock her hair askew. I know this feeling so well. She clutched her fingers. Oh my god. She. Hang on. I'm back. Yeah. One has an attitude right now. Don't you? I don't know what has gotten into him, but he has a major attitude. Oh, fuck. Anywho. Why? No. Okay. Where was I? She clutched her fingers together tightly in her lap to still the rumbling in her stomach. Have you got Binder's wagon, Seamus? Tiki asked. Yes, Toots and I went by earlier to get things ready. And he doesn't mind that you're going to use it tonight? Fiona looked from one to the other in surprise. Old man Binder doesn't mind what he doesn't know. Seamus smiled and raised his eyebrows at her. Some generous bloke left him a pint of grin this afternoon. And last time I saw him, he was dozing off. What if he wakes up and finds the wagon gone? Fiona asked. True. Hi. Are we still on the book from yesterday? Yes. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. True. Hi, welcome in. Anyway. He won't be waking up anytime soon, Seamus pushed himself to his feet. I'll go get it. You lot go out the back way and wait for me in the alley. Wait, Seamus. Tiki motioned to Fiona. Oh, right. Fiona hurried to the far corner of the room and moved aside the pile of blankets. Excuse me. Do you need something? Are you done being a nuisance? Good boy. This is Bruce. So, he's joining us for the rest of this stream. As long as he's nice. Because if he's not, he has to. Well, his mom just got home, so there's that. Where. Anyway. She turned and held up a black stovepipe hat. This is for you, Seamus, from Tiki. Okay, who is texting me right now? Oh, that's who's texting me. Okay. She gave a sly glance at Tiki, then looked back at Seamus. So you look respectable. Then she burst into laughter. Seamus looked over at Tiki. Nacho, be quiet! Now Nacho's upset. You got that for me? Of course, I think you're a gentleman, Seamus. She smiled. You look handsome in it. Hi, Nacho! Sir! Sir! Well, sorry. He just came running in here. Anyway, let's get back to the store. Seamus took the hat out of Fiona's hands and positioned it at a cocky angle on his head and struck a pose, a broad grin across his face. Seamus McFerguson? I think that's how you say it, at your service. Toots looked at Tiki to Seamus and slapped his hand to his forehead in perfect imitation. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh, for the love of Pete. Oh, finally, they put the 3 dots to indicate a time skip. Nacho, enough! She'll be back! She literally didn't leave. She's just outside. While Seamus ran to get the carriage, Fiona and Toots helped Tiki navigate her way out the back door and through the maintenance tunnels to the alley. Hold your skirt up, Fiona snapped at Toots. Hold her skirt up, Fiona snapped at Toots. I am, but there's a lot of cloth. It keeps slipping. They worked their way to the edge of the alley. It wasn't long before Seamus returned, driving a black wagon pulled by a single horse. The words Binder's Bakery were written in black and white sign above the doors. The horse jerked his head against the reins, and the jingle of bells echoed in the night air. Oh shit, hey dude.
Okay, guys. Hey, I can't open the door.
What's up, my guy? The horse jerked. Oh wait, I already read that. Tiki turned to Fiona and Toots. Okay, back inside you two, and don't budge until we get back. James will have to stay and wait for me, but we won't be gone too long. I just need to get in. Take care of the business, and get out. Fiona threw her arms around Tiki, careful not to crumple her dress or dislodge the elegant hairdo. Oh, Tiki, I wish I could go with you, she cried. You look so ladylike and fancy, be careful. Toots hung back, looking awkward. Yeah, he couldn't seem to pull his eyes away from Tiki. She turned to climb in the carriage when Toots stopped her. Teak, what about your mask? Huh? Oh, good lord, the mask. Tiki gasped, putting her fingers up to her face. She turned to Fiona. Can you run inside and grab it, Fee? Fiona was back in just a few minutes, holding the elegant gold mask, festooned with white feathers. With great care, she positioned it over Tiki's face, trying to lace ribbons and back to hold it in place. There, Fiona stepped back to examine her. Even I wouldn't recognize you, she breathed. It's a shame Clara's not here to see this. She'd be so excited. Tiki smiled at the mention of the little girl, and her nerves relaxed. Clara and the three standing before her were the only reason she was doing this, her family. It was worth the risk to try and find them a better life. And that is the end of chapter 11. A lot of sidetracks, but we got there. I hope you enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow with chapter 12. Until then, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, my beautiful raindrops. Stay spooky, stay weird, stay dreaming.